Good day everyone. I'm Nivarani Armugam together with my co-researcher Miss Alia Diana and my PhD supervisor, technologist Dr. Suganti Appalasamy from University Malaysia Kelantan. We'd like to share some information on termite species and structural pest identification in selected rural areas of Kelantan, Malaysia. Termites are asocial insects where their colony consists of worker, soldier, king and queen caste. The workers are in charge to find food and feed the colony members. Soldier protect the colony from enemies. King and queen are the reproductive of the colony where they are the one in charge to increase the colony members. Termite study have been started since 1898 and they have been continued by many termitologists or taxonomists in the world. Currently in the world there are 3,106 living and fossil termite species. In Malaysia, you see at Peninsular Malaysia we have 175 termite species and in Sabah Borneo we have 103 termite species. For your kind information, not all termites are bad. From the 3,106 termite species, only 10% have been recorded as pests in the world. So the balance 90% are doing good for our ecosystem, such as they are in charge to maintain the soil fertility in the forest. They're very helpful in composition process and involved in carbon and nitrogen cycle. And even some studies have proved that termites can be an environmental bioindicator to indicate changes in land use. I'm always like to share the good part of termite during my presentations. But for today, let me share some information about naughty termites. What I mean by naughty termites are termites that have been listed as pests. In Malaysia, termite have been recognized as a pest in 1998 by Toh and Keaton. Figure 2 is an example of a termite attack in an oil palm that located in a pit soil. So this oil palm tree attacked by Coptotermus curvignatus. So if you see the tree trunk, it changed to a red-brown color where the trunk is full of mudwork that done by the Coptotermus curvignatus. Figure 3 and Figure 4 is another different scenarios that have been published in Malaysia. In Figure 3, we can see a door of a school building is attacked by termite species in Kedah, Malaysia. Now, this was reported by Ropi and Tabasi in 2014. While Figure 4 is the evidence of termite attack in the Kelantan traditional house in Kelantan, where we can see the termite tunnels found under the Kelantan traditional house. In Kelantan, Malaysia, the scientific data on the pest or the termite species that can be found in rural households are still lacking. So we take the first step to conduct this first survey in rural households to achieve two objectives. First is to identify the termite species in rural households, and the second to determine the major pest species of termite in rural households of Kelantan, Malaysia. This study was conducted in few districts in Kelantan such as Jeli, Tanah Merah, Pasir Mas and Bachok as shown in Figure 5. The sampling sites varies according to the district, where Kampung Kalai, Kuala Bala, Lakota located in Jeli district, Rantau Panjang, Panglima Bayu in Pasir Mas district, while Pulau Raya focused for Tanah Merah district and Gunung for Bachok district. Termites were collected casually using forceps in the surveyed house, where the soldier and worker castes were collected and stored in 80% ethanol. Questionnaire also given to the house owner to gather information regarding termite attack, total economic damage, type of damage facilities, termite treatment method, and type of house material. Then the collected termites were identified in the laboratory using TOE 1992. From the conducted survey, we identified a total of 7 termite species in the rural household areas in Kelantan. They are Macrothermus malacensis, Macrothermus carbonarius, Macrothermus gilvus, Odontothermus javanicus, Odontothermus grandiceps, Nasutithermus havilandi, and Globithermus sulphurus. From these 7 termite species, only 3 were identified and confirmed as a pest in rural household area, which are the Macrothermus gilvus, Odontothermus javanicus, and Globithermus sulphurus. Figure 6 showing the damage caused by Macrothermus gilvus in a kitchen area at Kampung Kalai. The mound of the Macrothermus gilvus was found right under the damaged floor. Figure 7 showing a bottom of a wooden cupboard which had been destroyed by Odontothermus javanicus. This was found in Kampung Kalai. This figure showing that a wall of wooden house had been used as a food source by Odontothermus javanicus. We also can see that under the attacked area is fully covered with wood debris. This is another picture taken at Lakota Jelly. The floor of the wooden house is actually attacked by Macrothermus gilvus. Macrothermus gilvus was found with highest frequency in this study. This is supported by previous studies where Macrothermus gilvus is known as household pest. They are normally found in houses that are built on former plantation or forested land. Termite attack happen when the untreated wood of houses in contact with soil, stump, and decayed wood, which are the foraging area for Macrothermus gilvus. This is because of stump and litters are often left after clearing of plantation land for human settlement, which become the abundant source for the termites. The second highest frequency was recorded by Globithermus sulphurus. This species was found in Jelly and Pasir Mas area. These areas are covered by rubber and oil palm plantations. Globithermus sulphurus is commonly known as pest in agriculture sector. They have been recorded as pests in coconut, oil palm, and sugarcane plantations. They also can attack building structure, especially around the perimeter of the house, and contributed to 36% of infestations in semi-urban areas in Peninsular Malaysia. Table 3 shows the information on damages caused by termites that collected from 12 respondents. Out of 12 respondents, only 4 houses were attacked. 3 of the attacked houses are made of wood and only 1 of the house is made of concrete. This showed that concrete houses are not exempted from termite attack. This is made due to the exploratory tunnel ability of termites to discover new food sources. The highest damage was recorded in a wooden house at Kampung Kalai with a total estimated damage of 3,000 ringgit. This was caused by Macrothermus gilvus and Odontothermus javanicus. The damaged facilities are the house wood, bed, and cupboard. As a conclusion, 7 termite species were identified at Kelantan rural households. However, only 3 species were recorded as pests, which are Macrothermus gilvus, Globithermus sulphurus, and Odontothermus javanicus. They have caused a total damage of 4,700 ringgit. It is important to identify the potential termite that can become major pests in the future so that the pest species can be treated and reduce economic loss. It is also to ensure that the non-pest termites are not disturbed. As I mentioned in the beginning of my presentations, termites are very important for our ecosystem. Hence, let's treat only the pest termite species. These are some references that I used to prepare this presentation slide. We would like to thank Faculty of Earth Science, the University of Malaysia Kelantan for providing facilities to conduct this study, and Ministry of Higher Education for providing FRGS grant to enhance study. So thank you to everyone. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Have a good day, everyone.